This is Tank's Vlog for August 22nd, 2018. We are brought to you by Allow Me to Be Frank. Allow Me to Be Frank is my weekly podcast, which I do with Brendan Tuma. This week we had Jeff Nadeau on, and we previewed the college football season. So click on my website, or just go to iTunes and SoundCloud, and you'll be able to listen to the broadcast. We're also doing a special about my diet that's upcoming, my efforts to try to lose weight. That has not dropped yet, but we expect that to drop sometime on Wednesday. So keep an eye out. Allow Me to Be Frank on SoundCloud and iTunes. The big story today in baseball is the fact that Giancarlo Stanton returned to Miami for the first time since being traded last December. He got a nice ovation as Marlins Park was filled for a change, although probably most people in that stands were Yankee fans. As well, no one's been, even yet Met fans haven't been abused as much as Marlins fans. I gotta say, with their ownership is just a 25-year tradition of just ramming them from behind. And the Marlins had their chances to win this game. They loaded the bases in the 9th, and wah, 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 wah. They loaded the bases in the 11th, and wah, 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 wah. In the end, the Yankees got a sacrifice fly from Miguel Andujar, who is now taking a quantum leap of a lead over Gleyber Torres in the race for Rookie of the Year. But the Yankees had a lot of concern. They brought in Aroldis Chapman to close the game, and once again, Aaron Boone just seems like, oh, that's right, I should have pitched him. You telling me they couldn't put Chapman in one of these games against Toronto over the weekend? It seems like every time they put him, give him a week rest, they're asking for trouble. And he came in, he had no velocity, and then his knees tightened up on him. This is a guy who apparently needs to pitch regularly. I mean, I don't even follow the Yankees like I follow the Mets, and I see that. I don't think I've ever remembered a time when the Mets and Yankees had such terrible managers. I mean, the Yankees will get away with it because they have so much talent. They're 79 and 46, but oof. And the Yankees couldn't go to David Robinson, whose shoulder tightened up. So the Yankees have a lot of injury concerns these days. It's like Ray Ramirez is taking over as their trainer. So that's something to keep an eye on. The Yankees' bullpen troubles with Robinson and Chapman, if they're going to miss any time. They already had to put Didi Gregorius on the disabled list with a bruised heel. He joins Aaron Judge, CC Sabathia, and Gary Sanchez, plus Clint Frazier, who is dazed and confused somewhere with a severe concussion. So it's not been easy, but Tommy Canley came in and did the job. So in this time it was Tommy Canley, hear me. You get the side out, down, and then you get the last out was stealing, thrown out, and the Marlins are losing. Stealing, thrown out, the game is over. And the Yankees actually gained ground as the Red Sox have finally hit a pothole as they suffered a third straight home loss on Tuesday against the Cleveland Indians. You know, I keep saying don't sleep on the Indians. I mean, a short playoff series, the Red Sox are no lock to win this thing. And teams that win 110-plus games, I don't know what happens in the playoffs. And the Red Sox with 88 wins, I mean, barring something strange, a big slump, I think they're going to be anywhere near 110. So, oof. interesting results. A 6-3 loss. And some big catches out there by Allen for the Indians. I mean, Cleveland's gone into Fenway a 4-game series and have sent a message in the first 2. Let's see what happens on Wednesday and Thursday. Getting to the Mets. What can you say? Jeff McNeil has been absolutely terrific. And what I like about Jeff McNeil is he's not pulling the ball. He's hitting it left field. He's hitting it right field. Please, 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 Mets. Please, 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 please don't change his swing. Don't make him lift and pull. Don't tell him to start pulling the ball. Stop the BABIP. Stop the lift ratio. Stop the exit velo. Keep Jeff McNeil a spray hitter. Please! McNeil went 4 for 4. Got the go-ahead RBI in the 8th inning, as the Mets beat the San Francisco Giants 6-3. They got a big bonus home run, some insurance runs following McNeil's big double, a 3-run homer by Michael Conforto, who used to be this type of hitter that I like, but now they try to have him pull happy, and he's not had a good season. Though he did have that home run today. Cardinals continued their surge, beating the Dodgers 5-2. It was the Nationals beating the Phillies 10-4. Nationals are now back to 500. Maybe they got one last run in them. I mean, it's just every time it's just like every time they look good for a game, they look bad a game. It's like take one step forward, 2 steps back all season in Washington. And now that they've gotten rid of Daniel Murphy and Matt Adams, they're at least sending the sign that they might be raising the white flag. The Braves got some big offense from Dansby Swanson and strong pitching from Kevin Gausman to beat the Pirates 6-1. Blue Jays beat the Orioles 8-2. Baltimore now has 89 losses, and it's August 22nd. Can you say 111 losses? In a rematch of the 1907 and 08 World Series, the Tigers doubled up the Cubs 2-1. Cubs offense has gone into a major funk. Rays beat the Royals 4-1. There's another team that's ticketed for high 100 losses, well over 100 losses, the Royals. I mean, how the mighty, this is a team that beat the Mets just 3 years ago in the World Series, are now a dreadful 38-88. And away from Kansas City, they're even worse. Oof. Amazing. It was the Reds stunning the Brewers in Milwaukee as Scooter Gennett stuck it to his old team. A 9-7 win for Cincinnati. Twins beat the White Sox 5-2. Padres edged the Rockies 4-3. It was the Diamondbacks taking advantage of Angels fielding gaffes to win the game 5-4 on a walk-off. And those Oakland A's just don't go away. Chris Davis now tied for the league in home runs with J.D. Martinez. Oakland 6, Texas nothing. Both games have been similar, where the Rangers just can't buy a hit, and it's just been absolutely embarrassed. This time, Houston was able to keep pace, so they're still tied atop the American League West as the Astros beat the Mariners 3-2. Seattle now 4.5 back for the second wild card. Today's 3 stars are Brett Anderson of the Athletics, who had 7 innings, allowing 1 hit with 6 strikeouts. Kevin Gausman, who allowed 4 hits over 8 innings, with 5 strikeouts for the Braves. And David Peralta, who went 3 for 3 with a home run, 3 RBI, and 2 runs scored as the Diamondbacks beat the Angels. Call Yastrzemski, call Yastrzemski, the man they call Yaz. Call Yastrzemski, call Yastrzemski is 79. And we take a look back to the start of the America's Cup race. We're going way back, and I mean way back to 1851, when the New York Yacht Club was invited to join a regatta around the Isle of Wight in the English Channel, south of the English mainland, or whatever, the main English island. And what happened on this day was the boat that the New York Yacht Club sent was called America, and it won going away. I mean, it just like it left everyone in the dust on the water. You see, there was even dust on the water. I mean, and America won the race by like 24 minutes. Took the trophy home. The trophy, which had no official name other than the fact the 100 guinea cup, yeah, so it cost 100 guineas to buy. And took the cup home to the New York Yacht Club. And after that, the cup became known as the America's Cup. Not after the United States of America, but after the boat, America, that actually won the race. So check out the full story of Barstool Sports and its Sports Encyclopedia, where sports history lives. And a reminder, allow me to be frank. We did a college football special with Jeff Nadu. Listen to it. It's very good. That's already up on SoundCloud and iTunes. And we should be dropping the weight loss show sometime Wednesday. So listen every day. Listen to my past shows. Help support me. Help me grab up and let's just keep moving this along. Let's get bigger and better. Good day. Good.